Boy, that was a hike. I wanted to find that river down there. I could hear it from up here, but I couldn't get down there. And yesterday it started raining, so I didn't go. But today the sun came out for a little bit. Let's hope it stays that way. But yeah, that's a pretty good hike for an old man. Glad you got to go with. So looking through the stats on my YouTube channel, I see that a lot of you folks are 45 years old and up. There's a few younger folks watch some of the videos, but primarily that's the area of age group that watch the channel. Most of those, or a large majority of that, is 65 and over, like me. Go Boomer. And I just kicked out a video here a few weeks ago about the benefits of camping at our age. And there's a couple of things I thought about when I did that. I just wanted to show you on this trip that helped me hang out in a camp. I hang out 8 to 10 days at a time. And I got a couple of things I've done that just make it easier for me to do it physically. I've got a bad back, and so when I looked for tents, when I first started getting into this thing last year, you know, I decided I wanted to go with the Teepee style hexagon base tent. I got one from Pomoly, and I'll put links in the description here of some of these things that I'm going to talk about. But the reason I got the Teepee, the main thing was I needed a hot tent, and this is a hot tent. It has a opening for a stovepipe to go out, and it's really good and waterproof. But mainly I got it so that I could just walk right in and out, and I can maintain my day and night easily without having to bend over all the time, crawling in and out of it when I want to use it. And it's a good shelter. I can hang out in on cold days, but I can leave the doors open, have the wood stove going, and it's like a little cabin, and it's really easy to set up. Just a few pegs and one post. So, but anyway, I'll show you around, and I'll show you a couple other things that I do to help myself out, you know, at my age. I got a great site here. It's Dispersed. I have Becker Creek runs through the mountain below me, and you can hear it faintly here. It rained a couple days ago, and you could hear it more when it was rushing. But that runs down below me here, and I'm on the mountainside in a beautiful spot, just dead quiet at night and pitch black. It's just great. It's great night sleeping. So, but let me show you a couple of the things that I do to help myself out here. And I'll get on with this real quick here. So what I do is I use a simple folding table with adjustable legs so that I can get it up high enough to work on without having to stoop over again, and in this case help level the place. So we'll go on in here, but see, you can just walk right in this tent, and it's nice that way, and it opens up on the back like it does in the front, so I can open it wide open on hot days. And it's pretty warm today. I might be doing that soon. Has the cone on the top, and it opens up too. So regular teepee. I got a couple of heavy duty but lightweight storage bins that I picked up from Plano, and they're latchable, lockable, and you can fly them. But I got two of them, and one I use for canned goods, dry goods, first aid supplies, some things like that, some toiletry stuff, cleaning supplies, paper towels, extra toilet paper. The other one is pots and pans, and then of course the beverage station goes in that when I'm done with it. And you've seen the beverage station where I can just pick this up and I just take it out to the table in the morning, make my coffee or hot chocolate at night, whatever, and then I can just carry it back in. I use a couple of milk crates I bring along, and they're handy for you know, if you have to get up on top of stuff, you got to get up higher, stuff like that. But they're also good for side tables, footstools, etc. But yeah, let me show you. One of the cool things is the bed. So the bed is a Coleman military style cot that my son-in-law let me use. I like it because, again, I don't have to squat down to get into it. I have two pieces of 4-inch foam on it that my son-in-law Rob set up for me, and then my big Coleman, or excuse me, Cabela sleeping bag, a couple of blankets. But it works great, and the thing is, it works as a nice couch. You know, so if somebody's here hanging out with me, they can hang out on the couch. But even for me, it's nice to hang out on, especially when I have the wood stove in, which would sit in this area over here. It's nice to sit on the couch and watch the stove. And then the center pole, I've got it set up so you can hang things on it. Storage up here, keep things up. There's storage under the bed, of course, and then behind in all the corners. There's a lot of room in here, but it just makes it easier to deal with. And then I brought along the buddy heater this time. There's a fire ban in the national forest I'm in. And so I brought that in case I needed it, but I have not needed it. In 6 days now, I haven't had to use it at all. So, but I could bring along just in case. And as you can see, you can just walk right back out. And I put a bigger tarp on a couple of trips ago. And I really like it, because it just really shades it. It's in the 80s up here today in the mountain, but it just shades it nice. And then we had a couple of days of heavy rain a couple of days ago, and it just sheltered me nice. And of course got my power station out there. And there we go. I keep the fresh food and water in the car, in the cooler, and in 2 5-gallon Coleman blue water jugs. And I do that to keep the bears and other pests as far away from the tent as possible if they start nosing around. So, and that's it. So that's the 10-cent tour. I hope it helps. You know, give you a couple ideas you might be able to pick up on to help you out if you're getting going. You know, I don't. I pack for 8 days to 10 days at a time, but I got the room to do like a couple weeks at a time. But I don't pack too heavy. I try to pack things light so that I can load the car with more things, but it's not so weighted down, especially on some of the trips up when I'm climbing mountains and stuff. I don't want to put more drag on the engine or more fuel consumption by having too much weight in it. And of course, everybody knows it doesn't handle as well. So all these bins I have, I don't pack them all the way to the top. They have a lot of lightweight stuff in them and that, but I try to keep things as lightweight as possible but still comfortable. So I hope you're enjoying this. So talk to you soon. Got the solar generation power plant going. It's a good day for it. It's hot up here. We'll see how hot it is. 30% humidity, 86 degrees. You can see that. And then yesterday it was overcast most of the morning, and it was like in the 70s all day, 60s in the morning. And the day before it rained, and we were at 80% humidity. So changes of weather, been kind of cool. So the fresh food and water situation is in here. I got a cooler here. I'm going to get some stuff out of here while we're here. So I've got some stuff out for tonight. And here I keep my bottled water. And here, that's what I do for drinking, about 3 a day, more on hot days. And then I carry I carry 10 gallons of water. It'll last me 10 days, depending on if I get on a stream, creek, or river. Then I use less because I can use that for cleaning up. But otherwise, this lasts me, you know, 7 to 10 days. 10 days for sure. So even if I know I'm going to a stream, if I'm not sure if I can get on it or not, I always bring 10 gallons anyway. So that way I've got it, and then makes it easy to fill. Take it here, get my, this is my wash up cleaning water. I already got my kettle water for coffee tomorrow. And these I just fill from the hose at home. I put them in the car first, then I fill them. Then I don't have to pick them up. They're pretty darn heavy. Before I head back, I dump them so I'm not hauling the extra weight going back. And so this is the first one I got into, and this is day 6. So I haven't even used 5 gallons, and you know, 6 days isn't up yet. But I've done a little bit less messy cooking this time, so not as bad a cleanup. There we go. That's how we do that. Don't drop the food. Mattress got wet this morning from the humidity. So we'll do the double way here. So I've been put a motion light up on the top of the canopy. It'll go off in a second here. There it goes. So that way anything comes in at night and the light will go on. And also when I have to go out at night, which I do 2 or 3 times a night to drain the main, it comes on. Watch this. I'll watch. It'll come on now. Turn the headlamp off. And there we go. I can also turn it out from the inside by waving my arm through here. The minute it sees motion, it comes on. And it just stays on until a few seconds after nobody's there. And there it goes. It's a quiet night.